Johannes Selbach and his daughter Hannah looked just like any other Harley riders as they headed out on this clear, cool Saturday in February. The Selbachs, however, are from Germany's Mosel Valley. We were introduced to them by Roadstar rider Brent Kelly. Hannah is an exchange student and is spending the school year with the Kellys. Johannes, who owns a winery in Germany, was in the United States on business and had a little time on his hands. An avid motorcyclist, he asked us if we could set up a ride. Now, Johannes's normal ride is, of course, a BMW, and I must tell you, he was a little nervous when we told him we had arranged for him to ride a new street glide from Baton Rouge Harley-Davidson's rental fleet. To make him feel a little more at home, we asked BMW riders Brian Niebuhr, Rick Nevels, and Joe Morgan to come along as we took Johannes and Hannah on a little South Louisiana tour. Both Johannes and Hannah took to the Harley-Davidson like it was made for them as we headed out LA 22 looking for the perfect place to take a couple of German visitors in the Bayou State. Thinking our German friends might already be a little homesick, our first stop was a taste of Bavaria between Springfield and Ponchatoula, where Johannes and Hannah checked out the menu and some of the delicacies offered for sale here.
Venison and red cabbage is a favorite at home. Dumplings, then you brown some onions, some apples, the red cabbage, Rotkraut in German, and then you simmer it. You can add a dash of wine too. And it's a great accompaniment to dumplings and to venison, roast venison.
Very tasty.
You know, in our case, roadkill won't work.
Johannes was especially interested in the baked goods.
Und da gibt's gutes deutsches Brot. Ja, das ist das Erste, was die Deutschen sagen. Die kommen rein und die sagen, ach, ihr habt richtiges Brot.
Yeah.
We're not so sure what was so funny about the bread, but Johannes deemed it very authentic. But it wasn't German food that Johannes was interested in, and when we told him one of Louisiana's most famous seafood restaurants was just a few miles away, and it was owned by Germans, well, we were quickly on our way again. We made it to Mittendorf's on Manchac Pass just before the lunchtime crowd. And as Johannes and Hannah sampled their world-famous thin fried catfish, owner Horst Pfeiffer stopped by to chat with his German visitors.
Genießt es die Schule, bleib so lange in der Schule wie du kannst, dann fahrt das am besten immer. Nicht rausgehen und was lernen oder durch das
Ja, hinterher ist man immer schlauer, gell?
Ja.
Ich komme aber noch mal wieder hier essen.
Once again, we aren't exactly sure what was discussed, but Johannes and Hannah loved the food and the ride.
Oh, I did a lot. I love the weather and I want to get a license.
And she loved my riding.
Oh, yeah.
No, we had a great time.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. The landscape was beautiful. The weather was nice. The bike rode very well. Great company. What do you want?
Good food.
Yeah.
Yeah, good food. Seafood.
A perfect day.
Nothing like seeing Louisiana through the eyes of a visitor. Kind of makes you appreciate what we have right here in our own backyard.
But it's a lot of fun. Just, watching the countryside. And I love it when he's exhilarating. I love that. So that's awesome.
Scenery is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Thanks for taking us to the back roads because you see the true Louisiana. I've only seen the big cities and a little bit of the countryside, and today I got a glimpse of, the swamps and the rivers and the pastures and the forests. And rural Louisiana was a treat. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Very much so. You could even smell the fish. You don't do that in a car. Well, it smelled good. I like the fish and I like to eat fish, so it was fun.
Yeah. I think I picked a good state to live in, so I love it.
You picked a wonderful state.
Yeah,
to
he's
live in.
jealous. So.
Yeah.
For LA Rider, I'm Bob Courtney.